Another thing, theory or I think it is kind of in the stereotype category, but it's just false. It's bullshit. Because tell me why dark skinned black men and women say that they deal with more racism than people of a little bit lighter complexion than them. You know, they assume that people who aren't dark skinned black people are not getting the amount of harassment, racism, bullying, discrimination that they get as a darker skinned black person. And I'm here to tell you that is fucking false. And why the fuck, when I go certain places, do racist people act a whole crazy fucking lunatic when they see me? And my skin isn't even that fucking dark. You want to know why? Because it's not just really dark-skinned black people that get that kind of discrimination, that get called ugly. I have gotten called ugly, and part of the reason being racial discrimination since I was a little girl. So why do we still continue to use the false narrative that it's only people of a darker complexion that are getting harassed? I guarantee you that is the biggest load of fucking bullshit that a person could come up with. Because there's no way in hell you actually fucking believe that if somebody hates me, especially if they see that I'm not a white person and that I'm African American, they don't give a fuck what shade of black I am. They're going to say something to me, and they're going to be vicious and nasty, just as vicious and nasty as they are to people of a really dark complexion. People who are 5 to 6 shades darker than I am, going around thinking that they're the only ones being truly discriminated against. Light-skinned people have it easier. Huh? Who told you that? Who told you that people of a darker black complexion? Now, I don't even know if you could consider me light-skinned, because my skin does get a lot darker, like I said, in the previous video that I uploaded in the summertime. It gets this shade. But people who are darker than this, and I look a little bit lighter, I don't know. I have some stuff going on with my skin, but I still feel beautiful despite the bullshit and the harassment that I receive. So people darker than me, even as dark as the hair on my head, the curly hair on my head that is still growing, thinking that, they're the only ones who are not being featured in magazines enough, in movies enough, in photo shoots enough, and being called beautiful as much as people of a lighter complexion. I'm sorry, people of a lighter complexion, it doesn't matter. People are still getting discriminated against. If you are a black person and you want to get into certain industries or certain things like that, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of those things are still working against you, no matter what shade of black you are. People are still going to look at you, especially if they are racist and they have that kind of mindset, and they're going to go, oh, well, she's disqualified already. Look at her. And that's the sad reality of it. So instead of painting this false narrative that only dark-skinned Americans have it worse. Even Andre 3000 from Outkast said there are people who are of a darker complexion who have it worse. That's bullshit. I'm the type of girl, and I found that disappointing because I used to love listening to Outkast. And Andre 3000 from Outkast saying that type of shit and painting that false narrative, feeding into that rhetoric of, oh, if you're of a darker complexion of black, you get harassed more, you get discriminated against more. More people are calling you ugly, more people are calling you masculine as if you're a female. No. You know how many fucking people have made fun of me and bullied me and called me a boy, even when I do have my afro grown out? Let's cut the BS and let's get fucking real here for a second. If it was only people of a darker fucking complexion, then why did I struggle so hard growing up? I'm lucky to still be alive with all of the shit, the trauma and the pain and the turmoil that I had to go through growing up. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky that I made it to my 30th birthday. So please tell me, after me sharing just that little piece about myself, how the fuck it's only just people of a darker complexion that are getting that kind of negative, nasty treatment. Because it's a fucking lie and it's bullshit, and people need to stop spreading that kind of shit.